I'm Tanya. Welcome to the channel. This is where I share my reading and my needlework. It is Tuesday, October 21st, and I'm on a work break, actually a little lunch break. I just thought I would record a little bit for my second Vlogtober video for the month, and I'll do a third one. So it's a three-part Vlogtober from me for this month. I have a little bit of cross stitch, a little bit of needlepoint, and just kind of snippets of my month thus far since I saw you last. I guess it was the 10th or so of October, so more work. And then I think we've had 2 weekends in there, and we've had beautiful weather here in Northern Virginia, and my husband and I have been puttering around on the weekends, just drinking coffee and going to the library and running the errands that you do on a weekend. I've said it recently that we are empty nesters now, so we are rediscovering what it means to be married to each other, who we are as a couple, and we're just having a lot of fun. And today my son comes home from college. He's a freshman, and he comes home for fall break, so he will be here this evening for the week, and that is going to be great. Looking forward to seeing him and having him home. So I have a little cross stitch, like I said. I have done a little finishing this past weekend, but first I wanted to show you 2 things that my friend Lori sent me. She is in Massachusetts, and she and her granddaughter made me this candle, and I got it the other day. It says pick your poison, has a skull, and oh, it is so very cool. So she told me that this was a Dollar Tree, I think Dollar Tree napkin that they decoupaged onto this candle, and I think it's very cool. One might say wicked cool. So I absolutely love it. So I have this on the dining room table. She was going through some old stash she was distributing about, and so I liked this one, so she sent this one my way. This is an older pattern, so there's that. Happy mail, I guess you'd say. And then I thought I would show you something that I've had but I haven't used in quite a while. My friend Nancy gave this to me many years ago for my birthday, I believe it was. It is a felted zippered pouch, and it has these felted decorative balls as the zipper pull, and it is so much fun. So I went to Stitch Group this past week, and I wanted a bag to put all my things in. I will show you in a minute, but I pulled this out and I absolutely love it. I don't know why I hadn't been using it, but I put some special little pins on it, and then I have a little kitty with yarn pen, Strand Books pen that I got at the Strand in New York City years ago, and my little Jane Eyre. I love Jane Eyre, it's one of my favorites, as well as Wuthering Heights, but I have that little pen. This is a loop pen that I got at Loop pop-up in Manhattan. Reading pen my friend Maria sent to me, and then this is a pen for the yarn shop in DC, Looped. So it's a really fun pouch. So in it I have needles. Can't remember where I got this, but this is my favorite needle case. So I keep my needles in there. It is taut, so it's not gonna come off. That's always my fear, to have like needles just randomly loose. I have my little needle minder packet. I have a ring. I have a pencil. I have a seam ripper, and I have buttons. I don't know why the buttons are in there. I have this little zippered pouch. I got these at Michael's ages ago, and I sold them on Etsy because I had put little iron decals on them, and they were really popular. And then I think I bought all that Michael's had to offer, but I have some scissors in here. So I have that. that pair. I have this pair, my little Ginger ones. So I have just some scissors because you never want to be out and about without scissors. And then I have a Sajou measuring tape. So there it is, it comes out. Then to close it, you turn it. There, I think it's super cute. Isn't that sweet? I remember when the French needle, Lisa, sweet, sweet woman, she has since passed away, but she hooked my mom and I up with Sajou items, and they're just fabulous. And then I brought this little guy out. He's a needle case. Is that the cutest? So my mom gave me this several Halloweens ago. She had found it on Etsy, I think. I can't remember. She knows who made it. I forget. But I love it. So I keep my working needles in there. So that's what I have in my little pouch. So cute. So I had thrown away our iron when we moved here in June to this apartment because it was terribly old, it leaked, and my idea was obviously I would buy a new iron, but I hadn't gotten one, and I threw out the old ironing board as well. So I couldn't really finish anything because I didn't have an iron to press anything. And then I thought, well, I'll just get a steamer because I had heard rave reviews about steamers. I got one on Amazon and I returned it because it just didn't do the job. So I bought an iron a while back, and I was able to do some finishing this weekend. So I finished my little owl. Is he cute or what? He is so cute. Let's give him a moment. So I put this little fabric on the back. I put this little trim as the hanging. In the last video, a little wreath that my mom and I each got one. It was on clearance at the beginning of September at Michael's, and so I have it by our front door. I'll put a picture at the end of the video. You can see what he looks like hanging on it, but he's a little seasonal pillow for the wreath, and I am freaking in love with him. His eyes follow you, truly. I finished my horse. So this is a Prairie Schooler pattern. I'm sorry I didn't bring the leaflet in to show, but it is, I believe, yeah, it's a large grapevine wreath, and then it has all these little animals, farmyard animals, and I love the horse. So for this year's Christmas tree, I wanted to souvenir our time here in the apartment in Old Town Alexandria. We're not going to be here very long. This isn't our forever home, but for the meantime. And so one day we will not be here. We'll be in another place, hopefully another house. So I thought it would be nice to, you know, souvenir the time here with mementos of our little day trips and our time here. So we went to Middleburg several weekends ago, and I thought this horse ornament would be so nice to remember that day. And I added Middleburg, and I think he's really cute. So my plan is to get some trim or something and whip stitch it around. He's not really a circle, he's more of an oval. But I used this fabric I had for the back, just some simple Christmas fabric, and stuffed him, and I love him. I think it's really a fun one. So that's almost done, shall we say. And if you saw my video recently as well, you know that I was stitching this cat design. This was a kit, and I don't know what size linen it is, but it is small for me. Anywho, I was able to finish it with the power of some strong light. And I was going to make him a little cushion, but then I thought I'm gonna blanket stitch him on this, did you hear that noise? This upstairs neighbors. Apartment living, folks, apartment living. And it gets even louder. Anywho, I blanket stitched it onto this vintage quilt block, and I'm gonna frame it. I was gonna make a pillow, but you know, I think this would be a really nice framed piece And yeah, so that was really fun. So those are my 3 little finishes that I did. Was last weekend? I don't know. Time is, I don't even know what time is anymore. Currently, I have a little needlepoint project and I love it. So this is my Old Town Alexandria ornament that I'm making as a souvenir of our time here. And I'm almost done, so I've gotten a good amount. I have a little more of the sky, and I have 2 more row houses to do, and then the bottom, the little garages there. My cat's drinking water. I don't know if you can hear. I was doing a TikTok the other night, and I listened back to it, and there was this crunching sound in the background. She was eating, so she needs to go about her life even if I'm videoing. So anywho, I love it. It's so fun. I'm really enjoying stitching this. This is just in DMC. I'm not like a fiber snob, so I'll just use whatever, even though I do love specialty fibers, but they are quite pricey, so I like to put them in here and there, but this one is all DMC. This is my new obsession, needle minders. Oh my goodness, where have I been and why have I not ever used a needle minder? I think I thought that it would just get in the way, but it is brilliant. Instead of just stabbing your needle into your fabric, this is Diet Coke. Diet Coke is my BFF, so I had to have this one. This is from Morgan Julia Designs, and I love it. And that magnet is super strong, so I've had to learn not to, let my scissors get near it because it'll snag it right on there. But there we go. That's my needlepoint. I've been reading quite a lot. I posted a book review on TikTok today, and then I shared it here on the channel. The book, The Safe Keep. So if you're interested, go look at that review. I have read several books lately. The Intruder by Frida McFadden. Crazy wild, lots of fun, 4 stars. I've read The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. Excellent, 5-star read. I absolutely love that book, and I'm super excited because next month I get to attend a book signing with the author at Old Town Books. So I am over the moon thrilled with that. I cannot wait. My cat's now on the table. This is her latest thing, and she knows that it bothers me. So I also read The Bright Years, and that was really good. It's about addiction. It's about alcoholism. It's a fiction, and it's really well done, but it was just really intense. Read The Strange Case of Jane O. I can't remember the author. That was weird. It was about this woman who lost track of time. She disappeared, and she would wake up somewhere. She didn't know how she got there. She had an infant. She was a librarian in New York City. It was really good. It was a little slow, but it was really interesting about psychiatry and the mind and reality. So it really made you think. Yes, kitty. Oh my gosh, this cat. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm going to read next, but I'm on a roll of reading. This is the little card that Lori sent with the candle. It's so cute. I hope you're doing well. That's all I have to share today, but I will see you again soon. I'll put some pictures of the past week and a half, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care.
If I wrote you a song, if I got every word perfectly weighted on a thin piece of paper, would it make any difference? Would it change for the better? If I wrote you a poem, If I posted a letter